I still hear them at night, the sound of feet pounding through mud, screams in the dark, the thought of referral bots against skulls, mothers calling for their sons, children too scared to cry, and always that chief's golden necklace glinting in the firelight as he stood and watched. We thought it was just a visit. We thought the white men came to trade like usual. But that night, they came with ropes, shackles, and guns. That night, our chief sold us like goods. It was about 4 days before the raid. The chief called a meeting in the center of the village. Ameze. His hands were heavy with shiny rings and bracelets. His cloak had golden stitching. He said we had guests from across the ocean, men with power, men with wealth. He smiled a lot, but that day, too much. I was 16. I stood at the edge of the circle, just old enough to carry a spear, not old enough to speak. My uncle, a hunter, leaned close and whispered, "That's not a chief's smile, that's a thief's smile. Emeka, let's go home." The white men arrived the next morning. They shook hands. They gave out mirrors, knives, and small metal things that sparkled in the sun. The children loved them. The elders didn't speak much. They had seen this before, long ago, but no one thought it would happen again. The white men didn't go away. They stayed. Every night, they met with the chief behind closed doors. One of the guards told me he saw them counting bags of salt and gold coins. Another said the chief had written down the names of strong young men. We didn't believe it. Why would he sell his own people? The night it happened, I was sleeping outside my uncle's hut. My little brother was called next to me. I woke up to gunshots, shoutings, flames. The village was on fire. White men ran through the huts, grabbing anyone they could. The chief stood on the hill above the square. He didn't run. He didn't scream. He just watched. My uncle fought back. He stabbed one of them, but he was shot in the chest. I saw him fall. I tried to wake my brother, but he was already gone, dragged away by 2 men with ropes. I hid under a pile of wood until morning. The sun rose over the ash and blood. Only a few of us were left, mostly old ones. The rest, over 70 people, were taken. No one ever saw them again. The chief was gone too. So were the ornaments, so were the coins. Years later, I saw a man in the city wearing the same golden necklace the chief used to wear. He said he had bought them from a trader who came by sea. He didn't know the story. He didn't care, but I remember, and I still hear them at night. Betrayal for material wealth is a debt that can never be repaid or merely forgotten. Be cautious around friends who smile too often. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.